Ben Graham said Mr. Market is this manic depressive maniac that gets irrationally exuberant and prices things like the price is never going to go down. You should pay any kind of crazy price for something, pricing things ridiculously high. And Mr. Market is this incredibly manic depressive. When he gets depressed, gets off his meds, and all of a sudden, the sun's not going to come up tomorrow. And everything is priced at just dirt cheap, garage sale prices. And Mr. Market swings between these two extremes. So let's talk about a few examples of when this happens and why this happens. So it can happen in general when the market entirely gets depressed, right? And that can come because of a big recession or a crisis in the economy. We had one of those in 2020, right? With COVID, suddenly the market crashed down almost 40%. We had a real big one back in 2008 when the market crashed down for over a year because of the financial crisis and the lockup of the financial services industry. So it can be some big national or international event, a big recession, a depression, something like that. Or it could be strictly limited to a single company. Chipotle Mexican Grill went on sale. Mr. Market got terribly fearful after being ridiculously greedy and pricing the stock just massively high because it just kept growing and growing and people loved the burritos and everything was fabulous. And suddenly they had E. coli in a few of their restaurants and it was a panic. Everybody got out. The market crashed on Chipotle. Same thing happened with Netflix. They had a couple of quarters where their subscriptions weren't growing as fast as they had after the COVID crisis, had sucked up so many people got on Netflix during the COVID crisis, that their subscription lowered the growth rate and they actually had negative growth for a quarter. And the market just got super depressed. After being super exuberant, down goes the stock from, 600 and something all the way down to under 200. And so these are great opportunities if you've already understood the business, if you're waiting for an opportunity to buy it, and something like this happens, you pounce. Buffett said, it's like every once in a while, there can be an economic storm and it will start to rain gold. And when it starts to rain gold, you got to be ready to go outside with a bucket, not a thimble. You want to go out there and start generational wealth, not just like, oh, I made $1,000. So you have to be prepared for this. And to be prepared for this, you need to create a watch list of companies you want to buy when they go on sale, which is the essence of what you'll learn at the Rule 1 workshop in 3 days. In fact, we will start creating your first watch list for you, and you'll end up, after 3 days, we'll be sending you a great list of companies, at least 10, that we think are fabulous, that you could be looking for in the next opportunity to buy and the next time Mr. Market gets depressed. So you think it might be possible to understand Mr. Market's behavior in general? That is that, oh yeah, he's going to be irrationally exuberant, or oh yeah, here comes Mr. Market being depressed. There's a really good author out there named Nicholas Taleb, who's an NYU professor who has been an options trader for many, many, many years. It's a very unusual combination of university professor and a great, great investor. And Nicholas Taleb wrote a book called Anti-Fragile. He wrote another book called The Black Swan. And both of these books are dealing with this issue of Mr. Market, of trying to predict where Mr. Market is going. And you'll see this on NBC all the time, people talking about where Mr. Market is going. Taleb's view, and mine, and Buffett's, is that nobody knows. Nobody knows that Mr. Market could go up for the next 20 years. Mr. Market could go into a depression for the next 2 years. Nobody knows what direction it's going to go. And I think one of my favorite quotes from Warren Buffett is that if he knew what direction the market was going to be going based on, let's say, interest rates over the next 6 months, he wouldn't do anything different than he's doing right now. And that's the same thing we do. Rule 1 investing just says you build a watch list. You don't care about what Mr. Market's going to do. Doesn't matter if it's going up or going down or going sideways. We don't try to guess where Mr. Market's going at all. We just have a great list of companies we want to buy, and when they go on sale, we buy them. Doesn't matter what Mr. Market's doing. So one of the great things about this style of investing is it's not trying to time the market or guess the market or hope that the market's going someplace. We just look at individual businesses. We know when they go on sale, we should buy them. It's a bit more like going on a garage sale hunt, right? Or going to a flea market. You don't care what the economy's doing or what Mr. Market's exuberant or irrational. Doesn't matter. You're going to a garage sale and you're going to find stuff there that's on sale and you're going to buy it. It's that simple. Rule 1 makes the life really easy rather than trying to figure out all this macro stuff about where the market's going. We just wait until our companies go on sale, then we buy them and we hold them until they get ridiculously priced, and then we sell them and wait to buy some more.